What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. Today's video is going to be something a little bit different, but I think it's for a lot of YouTube creators, a lot of content creators. This is a big deal. For those of you guys who really support your content creators and been scratching your heads lately, this is a big deal. And for all the haters of whatever content creators, this will kind of rain on your parade a little bit. So last night during the live, somebody told me about a video that I needed to watch by Penguin Zero. I got a couple little notes right here I'll be referring to. So I went over to the video. There's actually two of them, right? And one of them is called He's 100% Right. That was the second video of the two. And in the video, Penguin Zero, who is one of the biggest channels on YouTube, I'm going to put up some stuff so you guys can see. He has over 10 million subscribers. And we're going to go back 4 weeks, right? We'll go back 4 weeks. And I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to let it scroll across the screen. I'm going to show you his views from 4 weeks ago. And I'm going to show you all the way up until now. So what happened in this video and the video prior to it, Penguin Zero talks about a guy named Josh Strife Hayes. Josh did a deep dive because, and the haters are going to hate this, but oh well, the truth is the truth, right? On August 10th, there was a shift in views for everyone on the platform. Everyone's views dropped pretty much in half. Some cases more. And it all comes from one thing. Ad blockers. So it says, since August 10th, views are down. However, the revenue is still pretty much the same. And the reason why is because what happened is if all content creators go and they look at their algorithm, they look at their stats, right? Their analytics of their channel, you're going to notice on August 10th, the people that were watching from computers, from laptops and computers, they're not being counted anymore. And they're not being counted because those computers have ad blockers. And so while we're not getting the view counted, it doesn't affect the revenue because we never got the revenue. If you have ad blockers up, then we don't get paid. And so while the views are now going to be down, the impact is not really much different because the people still are viewing it. It's just YouTube's not going to count it anymore. It says YouTube quietly blocked AdBlock Plus. And for those of you content creators that have been stressing over it, you may want to go check out Josh Strife Hayes' channel, or you can just go to Penguin Zero's channel and check it out. I can tell you that that's a relief for me. And I know it's a relief for a lot of other content creators because we were like, I know in conversations that I had with several, including a couple big channels, and not Gunner, you know, me and I talk all the time, but I had conversations with other big channels and we were all wondering like, what is it? What's going on? Because the revenue really wasn't changing, but I know me and a couple people felt like, wow, we're putting out a lot of content and not getting the results we're used to, right? So seeing this video, I think makes us feel like, okay, it isn't a shadow. You know, there's this, you know, for those of you that know what that means, it isn't that. It's just they've now just decided, hey, everybody watching on anything with ad blockers, we're just not going to count those views anymore. And I think a lot of people do watch from work because a lot of content creators do post during work hours. And, you know, people check in on their favorite their favorite YouTuber during work hours. I know we get a lot of that. I get a lot of that. People tell me, especially like on days to like today. Today is Wednesday, so it's a Wes Watson Wednesday. I'll be recording a Wes Watson reaction, one of the old school ones. I know I've been doing stuff on the all the cheese man, the breakup, him and Angie, and I think that thing's gonna get ugly. But anyways, I know a lot of people tell me that they watch the reaction videos I do at work and sometimes get in a little bit of trouble because they're laughing out loud when they're not supposed to. And I'm gonna do another video on this channel today because I know this is only for certain people. I know the most loyal are gonna be watching, and I know that people that are content creators that are wondering what's going on, some of them are gonna also tune into this video. You know, one of the mistakes that I made, and this is some advice for any content creators. One of the mistakes I made with my channel, I think it was around 50,000 subs. YouTube offered me a channel manager. I had no idea what that was. And I was like, nah, I'm not going to give anybody access. No. And I didn't understand what it was. Now I do. Had I accepted the YouTube manager, I could have just immediately directly got at that person like, hey, what's going on with this? And they would have let me know. And I would have been like, huh, okay, cool. And now I'm waiting. I'm assuming whenever I get past 100,000, they may offer again because I know it's, you know, that's a bigger thing. And that's another thing. Just for you guys to know, especially, you know, this is kind of geared more towards content creators. Those of you that are new content creators or those of you that are smaller content creators, don't get caught up in the subs. Of course, you know, it's cool to get your channel big and all that. But the thing that's more important is views. You could have 5,000 subscribers and get 100,000 views, 200,000, 500,000 views a day and be in a great position. You could have 1 million subscribers and only get 30,000 views per day. The guy with the small channel is out doing the big channel, making way more money. We don't get paid per subscriber. We don't get paid per subscriber. Apparently, I'm just learning how to talk. But we do get paid per view. And so don't try to grow too fast. That's not important. It's the views that count. And people are going to say, well, how is that if you're talking about the views are down, but your revenue is the same? Well, that's because the guys that are watching, again, on ad blockers, we weren't getting paid from those views anyways. And I think that's part of the reason why YouTube is no longer counting them. I don't know. YouTube is doing whatever they do. That's my boss. So I'm just doing. And then people will say, I thought you work for yourself. I do. We're actually partners. And YouTube actually is a great business partner. Are they perfect? No one is. But they afford a lot of people an opportunity to have a great life. I can't say stress-free though. Coming up with content every day is stressful. I could tell prison stories all day, every day. I just don't want to remain pigeonholed into one spot. And that's why I'm trying different things. I want to talk about, I just like to share my perspective. And it seems that a lot of you enjoy it. But anyways, I don't want to make this too long. Once again, August 10th was the day that this all started. After August 10th, YouTube was no longer counting basically any computer views. If you had an ad blocker, that view didn't count. So those of you that really support your favorite YouTubers, watch from a phone or watch from a TV, watch from a tablet, and your favorite YouTubers' views will go up and revenue will go up. That's my video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love it, man. I'm out of here.